So I shot this short film a few weeks ago, as you can see right now. And I shot it with this rig right here, as you can see. I'm gonna show you how I actually built this entire rig. Let's check it out. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I want to talk about this rig that I built to shoot this short film that I actually did a few days ago. And honestly, I've been so happy with the results and also how fun this rig was to use on set. I'm going to show you how I built this piece by piece. It's not very complicated, but as you can see, there's some pieces that I do want to note and for you guys to take note of, especially this shoulder rig. I want to say thank you to Small Rig for sending out this shoulder rig. This is the Hawklock SR007 shoulder rig, and this thing has been the heart of my previous short film, and the way that it actually integrates with the Hawklock advanced cage system from Small Rig, it's also amazing. So I don't want to babble too much and take too much of your time. I want to actually show you how I built this rig exactly, and maybe this is something that you would actually use for your future films. And honestly, as you can see, it's very minimalistic, but it's very powerful. It has everything you need. You have your shoulder rig, you have your camera, your Focus Pro if you want to make your lenses autofocus, and you have your monitor, and basically that's it. So let's get on with the video. Let me show you how I actually built this stuff. All right, guys, so I have my Sony FX3 right here, as you can see. Very bare bones, but we're gonna make it look super cool right now. Starting off with actually the Small Rig advanced cage for the Sony FX3. First of all, let's remove the top handle. Let's put it to the side, and we are going to be installing the advanced cage. It's very straightforward, as you guys can see. And let me know, guys, if this is something you guys are into, making builds for your future projects. I'm a big fan of actually rigging out cameras. If you guys seen, I've done so many episodes on rigging camera, and it's just because it's just so fun. So we got the cage installed. Now let's actually attach the HDMI protector, because it is included with the Sony FX3 cage. All right, it's already taking shape. So yeah, I'm going to show you the installation of the top handle for the Sony FX3. I did not use it on the full rig because I have to use the LiDAR, or I just chose to use the LiDAR for giving me autofocus on manual lenses. But for the purpose of this video, and also because Small Rig did send me the advanced cage for the Sony FX3, I want to install it and show you how it looks when it's fully installed. All right, so we attach the extension. Now we're gonna add this cool little piece and accessory that actually is included in the cage, and it's this extension rod right here, which is a NATO rail, as you can see. And if you want to further install more or mount other stuff, you can do so, which is very cool. This is why I like this cage so much. And also, you know, it was very thoughtful that Small Rig actually thought about adding that to this cage. And yeah, I mean, for the price, honestly, it's very awesome. I believe the advanced cage for the Sony FX3 is priced at $119, but I could be wrong. But then again, they are running a Prime deal, which is about to happen from July 8th all the way to the 12th. So I suggest you to go and, you know, make your purchase, because at the end of the day, you want to save some money. You don't want to pay for the stuff like this full price when you can actually buy it on sale. And everything I'm going to be using here, I'm going to leave it linked in the description so you can check it out. So yeah, guys, look how this looks. looks awesome. It looks very similar to the handle, the top handle for the FX6, as you notice is like rounded also as well. But yeah, but now this is actually has more purpose. So let's actually install this into the Sony FX3, and there you have it. Looks super cool, looks awesome, and honestly it's very light still. Actually, let's install a lens and see how it looks, you know, actually fully installed. If you guys are interested, I'm also gonna link it in the description. Like I said, this is a full build, and I'm gonna link everything that I use to create that short film if you guys actually want to try that out with your own project. So you could shoot a movie with an FX3, and this is why I've been through so many cameras, and I keep going back to my bread and butter, which is my Sony FX3. And I just love this camera. I think this camera is everything you need. I don't think you need anything more than this. I don't think you have to shell out and sell your gear and go with another system, you know, because it's more features that you think you need. But honestly, this does basically pretty much everything you need. I think people are worried about more of gear and not story. Story is basically everything. I don't really care about, you know, the most dynamic range or you know, the most highlight roll off. Give me a camera and just try to drive a story as best possible. So yeah, so this is how it looks, just like this. And yeah, like I said, I wish I can be able to have it this way. That way I can actually pick up the rig from the top handle, because it's a lot easier. But then again, I have the Focus Pro installed on this right in the middle, so it makes it very difficult. All right, so I'm gonna take this out because we are not going to use this, because we are going to rig it now to the shoulder rig. All right, so we have the camera bare bones. First things first, I also am using a small rig V-mount plate. As you can see, this is nothing, no electronics. It's just a basic V-mount plate, so you can put your V-mount battery. The beautiful thing about this cage is that it's already Arca Swiss, and this is an Arca Swiss receiver. So all we have to do is just slap it in place, and there you go. It's starting to take shape, as you can see. Let's install a V-mount battery so I actually can, you know, balance it, because obviously it's front heavy. So we can actually counterweight this thing, and here we go. All right, next things, next you want some power. So let's just actually open this part right here. As you can see, it's very nice that they included a security bracket here to actually get the battery in and out. All right, just like that. Nothing crazy, nothing to it. So now you have a nice compact, you know, rig, and it's very balanced. So if you want to go handheld, you can actually just go ahead and just, you know, do what you have to do. All right, so let's swing this screen to the side, and let's just start on bringing in the other pieces. I'm gonna connect my LiDAR, which is right here. Like I said, I'm gonna put it on my cold shoe on the top. Right, that's that. I have the LiDAR already connected, which is cool. Now, the secondary thing I want to do is take out the Focus Pro handle. And the cool thing about this cage is that it came with extra accessories. If you look right here, it came with an extra natal rail mount, and this is where I'm going to slide the Focus Pro handle just like that and tighten it. Which this is why I like this cage so much, because it came with extra accessories that you are, you know, take advantage and need from to be able to get a rig like this going on. All right, so let's pull the camera to the side and let's just add this. So this is the shoulder rig, as you can see. Very intuitive. You see how it actually folds up very nicely, so if you want to put it in a backpack or a Pelican case, it's not going to take up too much room. But let's extend it. The cool thing I like about this, that small rig actually thought about every point accessible to extend or adjust this shoulder rig. For instance, if you want to you know, adjust the arms, it's just a RE rosette, and you press it, and there you go. You adjust it to the way you want it, which is super cool. I think every shoulder rig should have that option. Another thing is also, if you want to extend it, you could press this button right here and make it longer. And that's if, you know, if you want, you know, your camera to be, I mean, your monitor to be away from you, not too close to your face. It's going to give you enough real estate to actually comfortably look at your monitor. All right, so let's install the back pad, which is very important. And the cool thing is that this one, it not only has this type of orientation, but with the push of this button, if you want to make it vertical, you can make it vertical. And let me show you by that. So, and there you go. So if you want this part to be vertical, like I said, you can do so. If you want it horizontal, press of a button and you know, you have it horizontal. I like this way better because it's more comfortable. It feels like it's more snug to my back. But yeah, another thing that they included here, which is this right here. This is a Manfrotto plate, and this is super cool. Once you have your camera completely mounted, you can actually put this on a tripod with no problem. And a lot of companies don't do that, and that's cool that they actually thought about that. And you can actually take away a lot of stress. So let's say if you want to do your shoulder rig style of shooting, then you have this, and then when you're done, just, you know, unlatch this lever here, and all you have to do is, and then you can go tripod because it has a Manfrotto plate on the bottom. So now this is the cool part, and not a lot of companies don't think about this. So let's say I'm gonna mount this camera on this shoulder rig, right? Which obviously this V-mount plate came with a Arca Swiss plate in the bottom, and that's gonna, you know, work intuitive. Slides in so, and we go lock it into place. All right, let me just extend it completely over. So let's say this is my camera, and you see how the camera is actually positioned right on the middle. But if I want to use this on my shoulder, the camera is actually too close. And this is where they actually thought about very clever idea to move the camera away from you, and is to actually unscrew this twisty right here, move the camera to the side, all the way to the right. So now if I want to use the shoulder rig, now I'm actually very comfortable because it's out of the way, because I was able to shift the camera to the side. And it goes vice versa. If I want to go on this side, twist again, and you can actually put it on your shoulder, and there you go. Camera's away from your face, which is very cool. That's very thoughtful that, you know, that feature is there. Okay, I got my LiDAR all connected now. So we're going to attach this arm. This is also a small rig arm. Also, I purchased it for this video because not only this video, but the short film, just to be able to hang my monitor and just be super comfortable while I'm filming. And, you know, small rig to small rig is just gonna work out a lot, you know, better and more pleasing. Okay, so I have my monitor attached. Let's just get it all connected. And basically this is my entire rig right here. Actually, to be honest, I don't think anything is missing, but, you know, just checking the adjustability. So yeah, I'm going to throw this on, and as you can see right here, I'm gonna just get to my desired comfortability, and let's just bring these arms a little bit more right there. And there you have it, guys. As you can see, this thing is not going anywhere. It is very, very responsive. It's just like, it's just super snug to your body, and it's something that I appreciate. Every shoulder rig should be like that, and it's very stable. It's like, it just feels like it doesn't exist. It's just like, it's just there. The pad, honestly, on the bottom is very comfortable. And it's actually very lightweight, guys. Honestly, you would think that this is not lightweight, but it actually is very lightweight. This thing doesn't weigh anything. And like I said, you have a pure movie rig with this system. You're talking about Sony FX3 camera has been used in movies. Small Rig did a great job on this rig, but like I said, nothing is perfect. So everything I like about this shoulder rig I mentioned, but now I'm just gonna mention basically I only have one gripe on this, and it's just the way that it is. And this is the bottom part of this shoulder rig. I wish this was a way that you can remove this shoulder pad, which is Velcro, and you could be able to sit this thing exactly how it is on a tripod. If this was like a head and a bottom, like a Manfrotto plate, or if it was a Arca Swiss, some sort, it would be a lot more easier and more intuitive and faster working, because sometimes you don't want to do all the shots on shoulder rig. But if you can put this on a tripod and just get your tripod shots and go back to shoulder rig, just add the shoulder pad again, then you could be just quickly back and straight to business. But that's now doesn't work like that. Right now they're actually running a Prime deal which starts July 8th to the 12th. Regular price, this is priced at $379 US, but I believe on Prime Day you will get a significant amount of discount on this thing, and I suggest you to go buy it, because at the end of the day, for what you're paying for this unit, you're not gonna find anything else in the market. Like I said, I took it to this short film and I was very pleased with the results. And I don't like to recommend bad products on this channel, but I also am not gonna say that this product is perfect, because it's not. So yeah, I mean, that's the only gripe I got, guys. Just wish that you could be able to mount it on a tripod, just moving the shoulder pad and just get back to business. But yeah, this is my overview review for the small rig SR007 shoulder rig and the Sony FX3 advanced cage. So everything I use to create this rig, I'm gonna link it in the description so you guys can check it out. And yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions or anything, just don't forget to leave them in the comments below, and also like this video, share it with your friends. I'm trying to grow my channel as much as I can. So this is gonna be it for me. I hope you found this video useful, informative, and if you did, go out there, create, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Peace.